is my favorite season in Korea, I think, and this week we are in the peak of fall. The leaves on the trees have started changing. There's so many colors everywhere, so this week I'm going to try and take as many day trips as I can to see as much as possible. So today we're starting in Wonju. I just arrived. This is a really good place to go from Seoul because it's just an hour and a half away. I drove here, but I'll put directions of how you can get here from Seoul if you're taking public transport or something else. But I'm so excited to be here and to show you around. And to get started today, we're gonna go and see the biggest tree I could find. This gingko tree is said to be about 800 years old. I've been wanting to come here for so long, but I waited till all the leaves were yellow. I'm so glad I did. It's stunning. Some of them are still a little green. The peak is meant to be tomorrow, but I think it's still good enough for today. So pretty. Also, I got here around 9:45, and that's when the car park was starting to get busier. I was hoping for 9, but traffic said otherwise. But definitely around 9:30, if not earlier, get here before the majority of people do. I would say that even coming to Wonju just for this would totally be worth it, but we actually have some other places to go. So let's head on to our next destination. We're actually going to be heading to Yonsei University right now. I saw footage from the campus and it looks stunning, just raining yellow leaves. So I'm hoping that I can find it, and it's not too far from where we are now. One of my favorite things is driving around Korea because the scenery is always so beautiful. I love the mountains here, and now that it's colorful because of autumn, it's just another level. But this is the first time that I'm driving on a road trip by myself, which is an achievement in itself, but it means that I can't really film to show you. I did get a few clips, but yeah, it's really nice. And we just arrived at the campus, which looks stunning. I cannot wait to look around, so let's go. Before coming to Korea, I would never think about visiting a university campus, like ever, but I feel like it's such a thing here because they're all so pretty. Maybe that is other places as well, but I just never really been to one before. I found it. This is what I was looking for. A walkway of trees with raining yellow leaves. It is so pretty. About here through social media, which is perfect because I wouldn't have known about this otherwise, but I feel like I've been so anxious this season to like get the timings right of getting to places, and I think we made it here just on time. Like the other trees nearly at peak, but these trees, I feel like they're going to be bare soon. They're dropping a lot with the wind, so perfect timing.
Someday I will see more than just your beauty.
Coffee with me. So Wonju actually has its own famous dish, which is peach marinated bulgogi, because the peaches are grown on one of the mountains in this area. So I've came to a restaurant to try it. I think it's a bit awkward for one person, but they were nice enough to let me try it. So I'm excited to try. I like peaches. I've got no idea what this will taste like. We shall see. The restaurant ended up turning me away. I think she checked with like the chefs. I don't know. Wow, it's hot. Anyway, that's a no. But I'm so hungry. So Wonju is actually a very, very big city. I've been driving a lot in between the places. So if you come here, I feel like that's something to bear in mind. But I just drove through the mountains. Like the views were insane. I was like, every corner, like the lakes, so pretty. But I think this cafe is going to be so worth coming to. I skipped the idea of lunch. I was like, I don't want to go to another restaurant and be turned away, so I've just come to the cafe that I plan to come to, get some food here, and I'm excited to spend a lot of time here because this, I think, is going to be incredible. Come down a bit from the cafe. You can come down to like the bottom of the mountain and have a little look around. There's a little river here too. It's funny because there's so many amazing and cool cafes here. Like the theming is just insane when it comes to cafes. They know how to do it right. So I feel like I'm a bit immune to it now. Like you kind of get used to like how cool they are, but this is another level. Like the fact that the mountain, like that whole view is just something else. I'm just walking around by myself here right now. This is so cool. I've also seen pictures of this mountain during winter when the whole thing is just frozen and covered in ice, which would be really cool to see. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know if you can tell like how big and vast this is. I don't know if that's coming through the camera, but in real life this is it's huge. Seriously, that was another level. What a place. When I told my husband I was doing a day trip to Wonju, he was like, I've never heard of anyone taking a day trip to Wonju, but I hope that I proved him wrong. I feel like I most definitely have. And if you're in Korea, also inspired you to take a trip here, there are so many things that I could have also done and I didn't. I'll link them below as well because there's some really cool places you can go to. I just chose not to for the sake of today. But this place is definitely worth a visit, and as I said, so close to Seoul, so if you want a day trip out, I recommend adding Wonju to the list. The next couple of videos will also be autumn inspired day trips out, so if you're wanting to see more, make sure to come back and have a look. I hope I can introduce and show you so many cool places. There's just so many that I want to go to here. Comment some autumn leaves if you made it to this point in the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!